Oh, dude, it's been so long since I've caught anything in this game, if I'm being honest with you guys. That was horrible. Oh, well, now it would have been great. Oh, my goodness. Melmetal, stop. Okay. So, apparently this is going to take a minute. You gotta love the catching mechanic for this game. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Not, and welcome back to Pokemon. Like all of them for this video. Alrighty, guys, so we're jumping back in, and we're talking about an exploit that I recently just became aware of was actually a thing. Because, like, yes, it's cheating, but it's, like, such a stupid little thing that it only matters for, like, almost no Pokemon. So what I'm talking about is transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Go specifically to Pokemon Let's Go with the goal of manipulating their IVs. So I didn't realize this back in the day, when Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go were a thing. You could link up and send Pokemon over. I sent 1 or 2 Pokemon way back in the day before, like, Pokemon Home was a thing. But, like, I never really cared about it. Really, it never really seemed to matter to me much. But as I've now come to learn, there's actually a pretty big exploit in this. And that exploit is that if I take a Pokemon, let's say Meltan or Melmetal, which is the one we're going to be using for the case of this video, a shiny one nonetheless. And if I move that to Pokemon Let's Go, instead of just moving it to home, I can actually change its IVs. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's dumb. What does that matter? Well, because certain Pokemon, like shiny Melmetal, are A, super incredibly rare and hard to get, and B, only really work super well in competitive Pokemon if they've got 0 speed IVs. So that's exactly what we're going to do here today, is we're going to take a shiny Melmetal from our Pokemon Go, and we are going to move that Melmetal over to Pokemon Let's Go, give it 0 speed IVs, so it's perfect in Trick Room Team, and then move it all the way over to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So yeah, we're literally going to be doing Pokemon Go, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Home, and Pokemon Shield in this video. So that's why I said like all of them. Anyway, let's jump into it. Alrighty, so here we are in Pokemon Go. So let's go ahead and find our shiny Meltan, who's really going to serve as the case here. So I actually have not evolved him yet to a shiny Melmetal, but I've got 2 shiny Meltan from back in the day, from whenever that was. So let's just go ahead and take the one here with worse IVs, I guess, the 44 one. And let's go ahead and evolve him up to a Melmetal. So the only way that you can evolve a Meltan is to basically do what I'm doing here, is to evolve it in Pokemon Go. So it makes it incredibly difficult to evolve, because getting 400 Meltan candies is not really an easy thing to do. You need to open up a bunch of boxes. It means you constantly be transferring Pokemon back and forth between Pokemon Home, so you can get the Meltan boxes. Plus, his shiny form was only really available, like, super common in, like, the very first round when he first came out. So, like, you can see here, the date on this this Meltan is actually from my alt account, right? Name of the day was caught February 6th. So, like, there's a very short range in 2019 where you could get shiny Meltans a little bit easier. Now, I'm curious, is this one also from my alt here? Nope. Yeah, same date, though. February 6th, 2019. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and transfer him over to Pokemon Let's Go. So the way to do that is I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to go over to settings on Pokemon Go app. And then I'm going to scroll all the way down here. And it's not going to be the same place as Pokemon Home. Instead, now we're actually going to click Nintendo Switch. So Bluetooth is disabled. Please enable Bluetooth. Good start. Easy peasy. All right. Bluetooth is now enabled. And I'm just going to say done here. I'm not going to connect to any of that right just yet. And then I'm just going to jump right back in here into Nintendo Switch. And I'm going to say connect to Nintendo Switch. And again, sometimes this process actually is not the easiest. Like, this could take quite a bit of time. So just keep that in mind. Like, keep that in the back of your head. But if this takes too much longer, I will go ahead and edit that out. So let's actually do that. Let's edit this out, and we'll be right back when the Switch connects. Alrighty, we're back. So I'm actually going to switch over to the Pokemon Let's Go screen here. So as we can see, it says now Let's Not's account has been found. Do you want to pair your game with it? So I will go ahead and say yes. And hopefully, okay, so pairing complete. You're now connected with Let's Go Pokemon Go account. And then if we take a look here at the phone screen, now it says the Nintendo Switch is paired. All right, so all paired up, all ready to go. So let's jump in now and transfer the Meltan over to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. All right, so back on the phone screen here, if I jump over and now I go into my box area, I should see a little Nintendo Switch icon when I click on the Pokemon. So if we see there now at the top right of my screen, there's now a little icon here that shows a little Nintendo Switch, right? So now if I click on that little icon, I can now select what Pokemon I would like to transfer over. And it will only list Pokemon that can actually be transferred. But right now, I'm really curious about transferring over this shiny Melmetal, because again, that's the point of this video. So let's go ahead and transfer him over, and then let's manipulate his IVs a bit so that we can get a perfect 0-speed shiny Meltan. So, or Melmetal. And in case you guys are curious kind of why I want a 0-speed, it's because in Pokemon, you now have the ability to hypertrain a Pokemon's IVs up to maximum, right? So I can take any single IV and make it 31. But in Sword and Shield, there is no way to take a Pokemon's IV down to 0. So like if you're trying to avoid a foul play and make like something's attack IV 0, or if you want to make something faster in Trick Room by making its speed IV 0, there's no way to do that, right? Except apparently by exploiting what we're going to exploit right now, which is by moving the Pokemon over to Pokemon Let's Go first, forcing its speed to be 0, and then moving it to Pokemon Sword and Shield. So let's jump in and let's send our shiny Melmetal to the Nintendo Switch. And then it's going to ask, do you want to transfer one Pokemon Nintendo Switch? After the transfer, you can't undo it. Yep. Let's go ahead and do it. And are you sure you want to transfer? Absolutely. And the note there, I think it did say something like some information will be lost about the original trainer that it was caught from, all that good stuff. None of that really matters for what we're doing right now. So now it's going to go ahead and search for the Nintendo Switch again. So this is the point now where I actually have to go into Go Park. So let's go ahead and switch the screen over. It's been a long time since I've actually sent something to Let's Go, but let's switch over now to the game screen and open up Go Park. So for those of you guys who are curious, we are standing now out front of Go Park here. It is in Fuchsia City. So in case anybody's curious where this is at, because it's been a while since you've done this, I don't blame you. So we're at Fuchsia City, and it's right above Fuchsia City here. This big old building is the Go Park, kind of where the Safari Zone used to be located. All right, so let's jump on into Go Park, and let's receive the Pokemon. Again, man, I got to remember all these steps. It's definitely not an easy process to bring something in. All right, welcome to Go Park Complex. Let's go ahead and say bring Pokemon. So this should be the step, and I'm going to bring this into Go Park 2. To be honest with you guys, I actually have no idea what's in Go Park 1. I've got 3 Pokemon in there. Those must have been in there for years, like honestly. All right, let's start communication, and hopefully this will now be the piece we need to send over the shiny Melmetal. Again, there are a lot of steps to this communication. All right, let's now account has been found. Would you like to receive a Pokemon? Let's say yes. Communication error has occurred. Perfect. It's exactly what I want to see. Let's try this. Let's try this again. I'm going to hit retry on the Switch, and we're going to try again to bring it into Go Park 2. Again, like I said, this communication here is a little finicky. It's a little finicky. But I mean, the funny part is like it even said that it found my account, and then it failed. Okay, that looks a little better. Hey, what do you know? All right. Got the little phone animation, so we should be good to go here. You brought 1 Pokemon from Let's Go's Pokemon Go account. Why don't you see how things are looking in Go Park 2? Let's do it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and enter the Go Park, and we're going to go ahead and talk about how this goes. But before I do that, actually, I'm going to go ahead and save the game. So let's go ahead. We're going to go into the Go Park complex. We're going to enter a Go Park, and we are going to go to, oh, I don't know. Let's say Go Park 2. And just for the record, by the way, I'll pop the phone screen one last time. Here's what it says now. It says Pokemon sent. And we are good to go. We get a little bit of experience. We can now reopen the mystery box for Meltan again. Perfect. And that's going to be it for the phone side. So let's go ahead and get the phone side off the screen here. And yeah. All right. Phone side's off the screen. Let's go into the Go Park and catch ourselves some Meltan. Or a Melmetal. Very, very many times probably. Maybe we'll get lucky, man. All right. Let's jump in. Whew, this is definitely more annoying than just moving it to Pokemon Home, which would be a one-step process. But again, this is the only way that we can actually do that. So let's run around this park here until we find Melmetal. I mean, he's the only thing in this park, so shouldn't take too long to find him. Sure enough, there is the shiny Melmetal. He looks absolutely amazing in this game, by the way. And let's go ahead and talk to him. All right, so there's his CP. So again, we won't be able to see from Scottsdale, Arizona. I love it. Original trainer me, we won't be able to see any information about his IVs until we catch him. So let's go ahead and catch him. Yep, it's just going to let us know that it's going to change the information. That's totally fine. Again, very, very cool looking Pokemon. It's going to be really cool to have a shiny one of these. All right. I think we can really catch it with whatever we want. So I'm just going to go with a Pokeball here. And let's say get ready. Okay, here goes. Hey, there we go. We hit a throw. Dude, I forgot how weird it was to catch something in this game. All right, so we've now not caught Mel. Dude, I was about to say we've caught Melmetal, but he's trolling me. I feel like I'm getting trolled here. Well, once we finally catch Melmetal, we will check its speed IV. All right, we're going to edit this out. We'll be right back once we catch the Melmetal. Alrighty, guys. So we have finally caught Melmetal. He actually like ran away from me a few times, which doesn't matter in Go Park because then you just literally talk to it again. Okay, so now that we've caught Melmetal, what we want to do is we want to check Melmetal and we want to see now if basically check his IV, see if he's speed 0. Because if he's not speed 0, we get to go through that process over and over again. But this is pretty cool, man. Revered long low for its capacity to create iron from nothing. Dude, he's like a little alchemist. I guess he's not little. He's like a big alchemist. You know, like making something out of nothing. Dude, I feel like Full Metal Alchemist would be really upset with me because the whole equivalent exchange thing. But anyway, we caught Melmetal. Cool Pokemon. Let's go ahead and check his IVs. And we tucked him away in the Pokemon box in our bag. So now I'm going to do nothing, right? Actually, I'm just going to hit here, check summary. Okay. So I'm going to say do nothing. Again, we don't want to save. The last thing you want to do here is save. Like if you click save right there, you're actually going to be out of luck because it's going to save that Meltan with whatever stats you have. But as of right now, the game has not saved. So what we're going to do here is we're going to hit return to front desks. And then we're going to hit do not save. Because again, if we save, our Meltan stats will be saved. So whatever we do, we don't want to save here. Then we're going to go ahead and hit the button here. We're going to go and check the Meltan stats. So I'm going to go into my Pokemon box. We're going to find Meltan, who we just caught. And then we're going to basically see now if this Meltan has the 0 speed that we want. Which odds are he doesn't. I mean, I'm not that lucky. And okay, so his speed's okay. So definitely not a 0 speed Meltan. Not like this is by no means a bad Meltan, but actually his stats aren't that great. So now if this happens, you get to go through this wonderful process now where you close out of your game, you relaunch your game, and you catch Melmetal again. All right, guys. So as you may have guessed, we are going to go ahead now and reset our game. And I'm going to go ahead and edit all of this out so you don't have to watch me go and catch Melmetal 1,000 times. But before I do that, let's jump back into the game, show you guys that Melmetal's still there, and that I get to go through that wonderful process of catching Melmetal about 1,000 more times and making sure I don't accidentally hit the save button. So we will be, well, I guess, yeah, let's load back into the game and then we'll be right back. It's not like a quick process either. Like this whole loading sequence, like that you can't skip, is actually pretty long. So so definitely not ideal, man. Definitely not ideal. All right, so we're gonna say continue your adventure. Then we're gonna go ahead and go back here, and we're gonna go into enter a Go Park because we did save it after we brought Melmetal in. You can see that Go Park 2's got 1 Pokemon again, and I'm just gonna go show you guys real quick. Melmetal's still there. Actually, we'll catch the second Melmetal so that you guys can see that the second Melmetal will not have the same IVs as the first. And then, yeah, this is the process. So Pokemon Let's Go, when you bring the Pokemon over, since it doesn't have any concept, like any real concept of IVs in Pokemon Go, it has to generate them like this on the fly. And that's the reason you can abuse this. Obviously, it's only going to be working on things that you can bring into this game from Gen 1. So there's actually a very limited things that you really want to bring in that could have 0 speed or 0 attack. But yeah, it's still worth doing if you do want something very special like this, something very rare like this, like a shiny Meltan, and you want to guarantee it's perfect for competitive. This really is the only way that you can do it right now. So just keep that in mind. All right, so let's go ahead and catch this guy. We're gonna just go ahead and use an Ultra Ball here because yeah, using a Pokeball is an unnecessary thing that just will make this take longer. I don't know why I used a Pokeball in the first one, man. All right, what a shame! What a shame indeed, man. What a shame indeed. Alrighty, guys, just jumping back in real quick here to show you guys the second Melmetal. I know that I mentioned that I wasn't going to jump back in until we found one with 0 speed, but I actually want to jump back in for the second one just to show you guys that, yes, indeed, its IVs are going to be different every time. So again, just one thing that I recommend, that when you are clicking through this, just make sure you're very careful about the buttons you're hitting, right? Because when it asks you what you want to do after you click Y button, you want to make sure you don't just spam A and accidentally click save. So make sure you click return, and then make sure you click no as far as wanting to save. Just again, because that can really ruin the whole run. All right. So again, just to prove to you guys real quick. So here's going to be the second Melmetal, and I just want to show you guys that yes, indeed, it does re-roll its stats, right? So if I jump into Pokemon Box here, jump back to Melmetal, and I go to check summary, and I click this judge button once more, now we can see that its IVs are totally different. Right now it's got 4 good IVs. Its speed is good. Before its speed was okay. So again, process here is just keep going through this until we find one that actually has 0 speed. So no good in the speed stat. All right. Anyway, jumping back, and again, we will be back once I finally find this sucker with 0 speed IVs. So I will see you guys soon. Alrighty, guys. Amazingly, we are already back. This is literally the 3rd Melmetal I've caught, or sorry, Melmetal I've caught. Shiny Melmetal. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Shiny Melmetal. Shiny Melmetal. Shiny Melmetal. So this is only the 3rd Shiny Melmetal that we have caught, and it is already not so good speed. That's incredible. This could have taken an extremely long time because, again, the speed IVs run anywhere from 0 to 31. And in case anybody's curious, not so good is the same equivalent to no good in Pokemon Sword and Shield. They just name them a little bit differently. Like, for example, okay is like the range for decent in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Really, the only way to get not so good, like to get this game to say something mean to you, is having literally 0. So we're good to go here. We got not so good on the speed. So Lonely Nature. Again, I don't really care about the nature because natures can be changed with naturements. But we're good to go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and save the game already. And we're going to go ahead and transfer this guy all the way over now to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, they did give away a free event Melmetal, like a GMX event Melmetal a while back in Pokemon Go. And that one did also have 0 guaranteed speed. However, it's obviously not shiny. So that's the main reason that this is kind of... This is kind of a trophy Pokemon because the only way to get one with 0 speed that is shiny is really to go through this process, right? To take it from Go into Let's Go and then take it into Home and then into Sword and Shield. All right, so we're good to go here. Pikachu wanted to say hello, guys. So hello, Pikachu. And now let's go ahead and jump over to Pokemon Go. One sec, guys. All right, so we're back now, obviously in Pokemon Home. And we're going to take the Melmetal. Again, dude, there's so many steps to this process. We're going to take the Melmetal and move it from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu into Pokemon Home. So we can then move it from Pokemon Home into Pokemon Shield. But if you guys have been playing Pokemon for a long time with the Pokemon Transporter, Pokemon Bank, like moving Pokemon throughout like 17 different systems is probably no surprise to you. So let's jump in and move this bad boy. All right, so let's go ahead and connect to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, where we have our brand new flashy Melmetal. And let's move him over. All right, so he's probably going to be in whatever the latest box is. Let's go ahead and grab him. Dude, I like all these drowsies from when I was doing shiny hunting. Okay. Oh, hold up. Need to grab the other remote here because I don't have an L button on this one. I guess I do. All right, so let's go ahead and grab him. And now, again, if we check him here, and go to check summary, we should see again that his speed is no good, right? So 0 speed, perfect shiny Melmetal. Again, nature could care less, honestly, because I can fix that. So again, take this Melmetal now, move him into Pokemon Home, which again, we're now sitting in Home Box 63, which is a little weird. And once we do that, we're good to go. So let's go ahead and save changes and quit. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and just go into Pokemon Home on Pokemon Shield and move into my Pokemon Shield game. I'm going to go ahead and edit all that out. You guys don't need to see all that. Plus, like, I have to switch the games because I actually have both Let's Go Pikachu and Shield on physical cartridges. So I'm going to go ahead and edit all that out, and we will jump back into Pokemon Shield. So give me just one moment, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back, and finally, after a number of steps, we now have our very own shiny Melmetal here in Pokemon Sword. And honestly, dude, he's such an amazing looking Pokemon. Like, even just the way the textures work and the lighting on him, he, again, really a fantastic Pokemon. And again, his shiny form, although it makes just a very subtle difference, I love it, man. Looks cool. So let's go ahead now and check out shiny Melmetal, shiny Melmetal's IVs. Dude, I like his version of running, by the way. I feel like I just had to include that because I was like walking around with him a little bit, and it's like it's very slow and forced. But anyway, all right, let's go ahead and jump in and check out his IVs. So, all right, so here he is, shiny Melmetal. Let's jump in, and the Crobat there for a second scared me. And here we have it, guys. Pretty good, decent, pretty good, decent, pretty good. And again, this all does line up with what was in Pokemon Let's Go. It's just the words are a little different. And finally, the most important thing, no good speed, which again is by far the most important thing because that's the only thing in Pokemon Sword and Shield that we absolutely cannot fix is having 0 speed. So there you have it, guys. He has the OT there. And but yeah, we're good to go here. Everything's good. 0 speed. All the moves, again, none of that really matters because I can fix all that. And yeah, we're good to go. One other thing I want to point out too is if you guys would like, before you transfer Melmetal over into Sword and Shield, if you want, you can also give him Toxic, because Toxic is a TM in Let's Go, and if you actually teach it to him in Let's Go, he can learn Toxic in that game, and then you can move him over with Toxic. But if you guys don't care about Toxic, again, that's not how I plan on building this Melmetal, then don't worry about it, because it's not super important. But anyway, guys, there you guys have it. Shiny Melmetal with 0 speed IVs. And again, as far as how I feel about the exploit, like it's like, again, I don't, just in general in Pokemon, I don't really like cheating. This one in general doesn't feel too bad because it's like, it's limited to only Gen 1 Pokemon in their Alolan forms, right? And it's like not very many of those Pokemon are actually competitively viable and like want 0 speed. But like for the few ones that are competitively viable that you would use 0 speed, yeah, it's definitely cheating. But I don't really feel too bad about this one. Like there's really no way for Nintendo to fix it without actually like incorporating an IV system into Pokemon Go, or by making it so that after you leave the park, you have to save your game. Really, those are the only ways they could fix this system. But overall, I'm fine with it. It is cheating, but it definitely falls into that fine category. So Nintendo, I do think you need to be a little bit more consistent on these systems and making sure things like this can't happen. But overall, not a huge deal. What do you guys think, though? Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this. You think it's okay? Do you think it's not okay because it still kind of falls in that cheating bucket? Let me know. And yeah, guys, if you guys want to see more Pokemon content, definitely hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody.